Many people lie down each night believing the day has ended, yet their bodies carry a dust the eyes cannot see. The roads they walked, the rooms they entered, and the hidden intentions inside conversations cling like a film to their energy field. This is how witchcraft and heavy vibrations fasten themselves to a person quietly, not always through loud rituals, but through residue gathered beneath the feet. In the spirit, whatever your soul's touch follows your soul. If the ground is cursed, the journey slows. If the place is heavy, progress thickens. This is why the ancient ones treated the act of washing feet as sacred technology. The body performs hygiene, the spirit performs release. During the day your feet collect more than dust, they collect envy, wordless resentments, projections that smile with the mouth and stab with the mind. Left uncleansed, these fragments weave invisible chains, sudden fatigue, money slipping away without reason, clean plans constantly blocked. It is not coincidence, it is contamination. Many pray with pure words but keep bound steps, they command mountains while the road beneath them remains nailed to yesterday's sorrow. The adversary studies movement. He watches where you stand, who you meet, which soils receive your footprints. Dreams of walking barefoot in strange places, of sinking in muddy water, of wandering without arriving, these are spiritual signals that the path itself has been tampered with. You cannot run while your ankles are fastened to old ground. Tonight, I invite you into a simple, prophetic act, no costly tools, only revelation. In Eastern teaching, water remembers intention, in the wisdom of the desert prophets, salt preserves covenant, in energy work, the feet are gates of direction. When prayer, water, and intention meet, pathways untangle. God hides power in plain elements so that the humble can find it. As you cleanse, you separate from every footprint that doesn't belong to your destiny. You will feel it in the body and sense it in the room, the atmosphere loosens its grip. Understand this timing, November is the hinge of the year, a month of cleansing and realignment. It is the 11th hour bell where heaven inspects who is prepared for December's openings. Many cross into the final month dragging the entire year behind them because they never rinsed the spirit of their steps. But not this time. You will enter the new month light, purified, and aligned. Your feet are instruments of destiny. Every promotion, every blessing, every open door begins with movement. How can movement carry you forward if shackles, though unseen, jingle at every step? Washing your feet before sleep is not superstition, it is a decree in action. It says, "My path is protected, my route is luminous, my steps are governed by divine order." Let this be your vow, you will not sleep with yesterday's dust. Tonight the water will carry away battle grit, the year's grief, and the echo of hostile footprints. You will rise lighter, steadier, new, ready to step where favor already waits. The feet carry mysteries greater than most realize. They are the foundation of movement, the antennae that sense both blessing and danger beneath every step. In the unseen, your soul's record every journey, every heartbreak, betrayal, every triumph, every field you have crossed in pursuit of purpose. Some paths still hum with sorrow, others still echo with joy. Yet when the feet remain unwashed, the old vibrations do not leave, they keep whispering the stories of the past, pulling you toward the same patterns again. That is why some people feel tired no matter how much they rest, their spirit is dragging yesterday's weight through today's road. It is not your faith that is weak, it is your foundation that is polluted. Ancient mystics understood that to purify the path is to reset destiny. That is why the prophets washed feet, not as servants but as restorers. When Jesus knelt before his disciples, it was not merely a gesture of humility, it was the initiation of their purpose. He was cleansing the ground of their future. The same law applies to you, you cannot walk into new blessings with old dust. Energy must be renewed before elevation can manifest. When your steps are clean, the body feels it, the mind clears, and the dream world begins to shift. Notice how your dreams reveal the truth of your path. When your spirit is burdened, you see yourself wandering, falling, or climbing without end. But when your path is purified, the dream changes, you see lighted roads, open doors, friendly faces guiding you forward. The spirit realm always mirrors the state of your foundation. Evil cannot cling to a vessel that vibrates at purity. In both Eastern and biblical traditions, cleanliness is not about water alone, it is alignment. To wash the feet is to bring body and spirit into one rhythm again. Every time your feet step into a new place, they sign a spiritual contract with that ground. This is why certain environments drain you, their residue attaches to your energy field. Spiritual foot washing breaks those hidden agreements. It releases you from places you were never meant to remain connected to, wrong relationships, stagnant jobs, emotional graves disguised as comfort. The moment you cleanse with awareness, you dissolve those cords and reset your inner compass. This act is not small. It is a ceremony of deliverance disguised as simplicity. As you prepare the water, understand that you are preparing a battlefield and a sanctuary at once. Each element that will soon touch your skin carries ancient intelligence: salt to guard, vinegar to humble, cloves to protect, lemon to renew, oil to anoint, and warmth to remind you that divine presence is near. Nothing about this is superstition, it is spiritual science, energy obeying intention. When your feet are restored, your life begins to move again. The gates that once refused to open will recognize the vibration of authority when you approach. So tonight, when you bend to wash your feet, do it with reverence. You are not merely cleaning away the day, you are erasing the footprints of confusion, delay, and defeat. Each drop of water will speak a word your tongue cannot express. You are commanding alignment between earth and heaven. You are reclaiming movement, peace, and dominion. Feel the water as language, it will tell your body that freedom has begun. Now prepare the sacred ingredients that creation itself has hidden for your freedom. Nothing in nature is random, each carries vibration, memory, and divine code. Salt, vinegar, cloves, lemon, olive oil, and warm water are not mere kitchen items, they are spiritual keys that unlock purity, protection, and renewal. When you combine them with faith and intention, they become living energy that dissolves darkness, restores clarity, and seals your path with divine favor. Begin with salt, the oldest purifier known to humankind. From the shores of the Dead Sea to the altars of Eastern temples, salt has always stood as a covenant of preservation. In the Bible, prophets cast salt into poisoned waters, and life returned. In ancient China, monks scattered salt before meditation to dispel wandering spirits. Its message has never changed: purity and protection. When you pour sea salt or rock salt into your basin, you are announcing to heaven that every curse, every heavy vibration, every poisonous residue on your path is being neutralized. Salt does not fight with noise, it purifies in silence. It absorbs negativity the way light absorbs shadow. Then comes vinegar, the symbol of humility and surrender. It softens what is hard, dissolves what is stuck, and humbles the residue of prideful energies. Spiritually, white vinegar represents balance, the bridge between justice and mercy. When mixed with salt, a sacred harmony forms: salt purifies by fire, vinegar cleanses by softness. Together they remind you that deliverance is both power and grace. Now drop in cloves, small, fragrant guardians known across civilizations. In ancient African and Middle Eastern mysticism, their scent was believed to drive away eyes that watch in secret. In energetic science, aroma carries frequency, the sweet fire of clove disrupts every vibration of envy or spiritual surveillance. As they touch the water, imagine a protective light forming around you. The fragrance announces to the unseen, this ground is covered by divine authority. Squeeze the juice of one lemon into the basin. Watch its golden current swirl, that is the essence of new beginnings. Lemon cuts through stagnation, bitterness, and gloom. Its brightness calls back your joy. Every sour experience that clung to your walk dissolves here, replaced by sweetness and clarity. The air itself will seem lighter as renewal enters your field. Finally, prepare olive oil, the eternal symbol of anointing. After your cleansing, a few drops will complete the spiritual transaction. Oil seals the work, it marks your steps as holy, your direction as blessed. Wherever you place your feet afterward, favor must answer. Remember, the anointed cannot be touched by contamination. And above them all is warm water, the carrier of all elements. In every spiritual tradition, water is the bridge between worlds. Warmth represents comfort, healing, and the tender presence of divine spirit. It is the womb of renewal. As your feet enter that warmth, you are not washing, you are communing. You are returning your body to its original vibration, peace. When these 6 elements unite, they form what the mystics call a living combination. Salt breaks curses, vinegar purifies, cloves protect, lemon renews, oil anoints, and water carries. You are not performing superstition, you are activating sacred chemistry, the alignment of natural and divine order. What follows is revelation through touch, sound, and faith. Before you begin, still your mind. This act must not be rushed. In every prophetic culture, from the desert prophets to the Eastern masters, silence was the first doorway to power. You are not performing a household task, you are preparing a covenant between your spirit and the divine. Let peace fill the room. Feel the rhythm of your breathing slow down. The air becomes sacred when intention becomes clear. Take a clean bowl or basin reserved only for this purpose. Fill it halfway with warm water, just enough to comfort, not to burn. As steam rises, know that it represents the burdens of the year leaving your body. Whisper quietly, as this steam ascends, so do my troubles. Into this water, pour 3 tablespoons of sea salt and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Watch them dissolve, 2 ancient opposites merging into one sacred harmony. Say softly, as these elements blend, every conflict in my life finds peace. Drop 3 to 5 cloves into the mixture. Their fragrance will begin to fill the room. Breathe deeply. The air itself becomes a shield, an invisible incense of protection. Declare, no evil gaze shall find my path. No jealous eye shall follow my steps. Then, squeeze the juice of 1 fresh lemon into the water. Watch the golden stream swirl through the basin. That motion is not random, it is the rewriting of your destiny in liquid form. Say, I release all bitterness and invite sweetness into my journey. Now, place your right hand over the water and begin to stir slowly, clockwise. This direction represents creation and divine order. As you stir, speak life into the elements. Whisper your declarations with authority. Salt, break every curse that clings to my steps. Vinegar, dissolve every invisible residue. Clove, guard my path from the eyes of envy. Lemon, restore my joy and renew my strength. Water, carry away all that no longer serves me. Feel how the air changes. The atmosphere listens when faith speaks. Your tongue is the conductor that commands vibration. The more you speak, the more the molecules in the water respond. What was once ordinary has now become a vessel of transformation. When you sense that the energy is charged, when your skin tingles, when peace settles, sit comfortably and place your feet into the basin. Let the water embrace you. Don't hurry. Let the warmth travel upward, through your legs, into your spirit. Close your eyes and visualize every shadow melting away. See chains dissolving into the water. See dark cords snapping like thin strings of smoke. This is not imagination, it is the unseen world responding to divine law. Every limitation that entered through your steps now loses ground. Every curse that tracked your movement now drowns in this mixture. Feel the heaviness lift. The body may shiver, the mind may quiet, sometimes tears will come. Let them. Tears are water remembering where it came from. As your feet soak, begin to pray softly or chant in your spirit. Speak power. My steps are blessed. My path is restored. I walk only where peace resides. No shadow shall follow me again. Stay in that moment until your spirit feels light. When you are ready, lift your feet out slowly and let the water drip away naturally. Do not wipe them dry. Allow the droplets to remain, they are sacred seals of completion. This is divine dew resting on holy ground. When the last drop of water falls from your feet, sit still for a moment. Feel the air around you, notice how it hums differently now. What was heavy has become quiet, what was dark has grown distant. That silence is not emptiness, it is confirmation. The spirit realm always answers peace with peace. As your feet dry naturally, understand that the ritual is not over, it is transforming. The cleansing was the release, the next step is the sealing. Take your bottle of olive oil, that golden light captured from the tree of anointing. Pour a few drops into your palms. Rub them gently until the warmth awakens. Then, place your hands upon the soles of your feet and move in small circles. As you do this, say aloud, "Every step I take from this night forward is guided by divine wisdom. My feet walk only on blessed ground. My path will open in favor and close against harm." In this moment, you are not just applying oil, you are crowning your direction with authority. The same way kings were anointed before battle, you are anointing your destiny for victory. Feel the vibration beneath your hands. Energy moves where faith directs it. As you rub the oil, you are writing spiritual code upon the gate of your journey. Now rise and take the basin of used water carefully to your doorstep, balcony, or any place where your home meets the earth. Stand still. Let the night air touch your face. This is the threshold between what was and what will be. Whisper softly, "My home rejects all evil, my path welcomes peace." Then pour the water out slowly. Watch it flow away. Imagine every curse, every wandering energy, every whisper of witchcraft breaking apart as it touches the ground. See it dissolve, never to return. The water carries the memory of what you have released, let the earth absorb it so it may transform into light. Return inside without looking back. The ancients say, "Do not look at the dust you have buried." That backward glance reopens what heaven has already closed. Step into your space and notice the shift. The air will feel clearer, like a soft breeze through invisible curtains. Sometimes you will sense warmth in your feet or lightness in your chest. These are confirmations that the spiritual exchange is complete. Now stand still once more and lift your hands in gratitude. Thank the divine for the mystery revealed to you tonight. Gratitude seals deliverance faster than any spoken command. Say, "I am cleansed, I am restored, and my journey is anointed." As you speak, imagine beams of light circling your feet, marking your path with protection that will last for days. Angels of peace now stand watch at the edges of your home. Before you go to sleep, whisper one last declaration. "Every ground I step upon shall answer with blessing. Every place I enter shall respond with favor. Every night I rest shall rebuild my spirit in light." Then lie down with confidence. The atmosphere has already been commanded. You will dream of open roads, golden gates, and clear horizons. The warfare has ended, the calm you feel is not emptiness, it is victory. As you rest in that peace, know that something ancient and unseen has shifted. You have just rewritten your energetic signature, the pattern by which heaven and earth recognize your journey. This is why, after the cleansing, your atmosphere feels lighter, conversations flow easier, and obstacles begin to yield without struggle. The vibration around you has changed. Your steps are now aligned with higher order. But understand, this ritual is not a one-time event. November, the month of cleansing and completion, carries a sacred rhythm. It is the 11th gate, the threshold between endings and beginnings. Spiritually, it is when the divine whispers, "Wash away what cannot cross with you." The number 11 represents transition, the moment when balance is tested before perfection, 12, arrives. This is why heaven stirs hearts to purify before the year closes. Many people repeat the same battles year after year because they never cleanse what the journey collected. They pray for blessings, yet their foundation drips with the residue of old seasons, invisible stains from disappointment, envy, or fear. But you now walk in awareness. You will not carry the year's dust into your new chapter. For this reason, repeat this foot washing every night for 7 consecutive evenings. 7. The number of divine completeness. Each night deepens the release, layer by layer, as if you are peeling away old skins from your soul. On the first night, heaviness lifts. On the second, hidden blockages begin to dissolve. On the third, clarity descends through dreams. By the fourth, your rest becomes peaceful. On the fifth, doors of favor begin to open. On the sixth, restoration enters your home. And on the seventh, heaven seals your destiny with perfection. Nothing unfinished will follow you into the next month. As you perform this act each night, do not rush it. Treat it as conversation, not ceremony. Speak to the water as though speaking to your own reflection, confess, release, forgive. Tell the divine what you no longer wish to carry. The water will listen, its molecules are living witnesses. Science calls it vibration, mystics call it spirit. Both are correct. You may begin to notice subtle signs: the air in your room softens, sleep feels deeper, or thoughts quiet faster. These are confirmations that energy realignment has begun. Old arguments will fade, financial leakage will slow, sudden peace will replace chaos. Every night, as your feet soak, the invisible chains weaken until they snap completely. If you feel led, anoint your children's or loved ones' feet afterward. The blessing expands when shared. Families that cleanse together shift the atmosphere of their homes. Light travels through lineage. When one person restores their path, the roads of those connected to them become safer too. Remember, faith activates power, but gratitude maintains it. Each morning after your cleansing nights, wake up and speak, "Thank you for new direction, thank you for pure steps." That gratitude will anchor the vibration throughout your day. As you walk, imagine the soles of your feet glowing faintly with light. Every ground you touch becomes consecrated. This is spiritual hygiene, as vital as breathing. Just as the body demands water daily, the spirit demands renewal. Do not wait for exhaustion or conflict to cleanse. Make purity your rhythm. When your path is clean, everything aligns naturally, opportunities recognize you, people respond differently, favor lingers longer. As the days of cleansing unfold, the evidence of transformation will not always appear with thunder. Often it arrives quietly, in calm mornings, in sudden inspiration, in the strange peace that fills you even when circumstances remain unchanged. That is the first sign of mastery, when inner alignment begins to command outer reality. You will start to notice that people who once drained your spirit now lose access to your energy. Conversations that once caused anxiety no longer hold power. Finances that once slipped through your hands will begin to stabilize, as though an invisible container now guards your abundance. This is not coincidence, it is the natural outcome of a purified vibration. Remember this eternal law: the ground responds to the energy of the one who walks upon it. When your feet are cleansed, your very presence alters environments. Doors that resisted you open not because they changed, but because you did. The moment your vibration rises, reality reconfigures to match it. The universe is a mirror, it reflects the frequency you emit. By washing your feet in salt, vinegar, lemon, and oil, you are not performing an old superstition, you are recalibrating your energetic blueprint. By the third or fourth night, pay attention to your dreams. They will shift from confusion to clarity, from wandering landscapes to structured paths. You may see lighted roads, stairways, rivers, or bridges. These are confirmations that your direction is being restored. If you awaken with peace or with a sudden idea, write it down. These are divine downloads, instructions encoded within vision. By the fifth night, favor begins to take shape. Delayed payments arrive. Conversations that once felt closed reopen. You might sense an invisible presence walking beside you, not haunting, but guiding. In ancient Shaolin teaching, the masters say, when the feet are silent, heaven listens. Your silence during these nights becomes magnetic, it draws answers that struggle never could. By the sixth night, you will feel energy flow differently through your home. The atmosphere will seem lighter, family members sleep more soundly. This is because energy networks, what affects one part of the body affects the whole. You have cleansed the foundation, and the entire house now exhales relief. Then comes the seventh night, the night of perfection. It is not just another ritual, it is the sealing of your journey. Light a single candle before beginning. As you watch the flame dance, say softly, I am complete. Nothing unclean shall follow me. Perform the same process, but this time, as your feet touch the water, imagine them stepping into new land, a bright, open field that stretches beyond fear. Feel gratitude rise from your chest like a song. Gratitude is the final purifier, it closes every door to darkness. When you finish, lift your hands toward heaven and declare, my path is renewed. My steps are established in light. Every ground I walk upon will prosper. Then pour the water outside one last time. As it touches the earth, whisper, it is done. Do not look back. The year's residue has been buried behind you. Walk away slowly, breathing deeply, aware that the vibration under your feet is different now, softer, kinder, alive. From this night forward, your movement carries new authority. What once felt like resistance will now feel like guidance. The ground recognizes your anointed vibration, every step releases frequency that calls in favor, order, and divine protection. You may not see it, but creation knows your footsteps. The moment your clean feet touch the floor, the earth responds with alignment. This is why energy teachers and prophets across cultures spoke of sacred walking. They knew that every journey begins twice, once in spirit, once in flesh. When the spirit's path is purified, the physical one unfolds with grace. This is also why the adversary always attacks direction, confusion, delay, wrong opportunities, because whoever controls your steps controls your destiny. But tonight, that power has been broken. The coordinates of your soul have been recalibrated to heaven's map. Do not be surprised if the following days bring quiet shifts. People whose presence once carried chaos may drift away. Certain invitations will feel wrong in your spirit, that is discernment awakening. You will sense clearly which environments are aligned and which are poisoned. Follow that knowing. The feet, once cleansed, become wise, they refuse to walk where peace does not live. You might also notice divine coincidences, meeting the right person at the right moment, receiving unexpected messages, or feeling compelled to take a new route that leads to blessing. These are not random, they are manifestations of restored flow. When your path vibrates in harmony, heaven choreographs encounters for your elevation. Every morning, when you rise, take a moment to place your hand over your feet and whisper, guide my steps in light. This daily acknowledgement maintains the frequency you have built. Think of it as spiritual maintenance, the way one charges a sacred battery. A pure path can dim again if neglected, so keep it luminous through awareness. In Eastern philosophy, it is said, the journey cleanses the walker who cleanses the journey. You are now that walker. Every road you take will transform because your presence radiates purity. Every threshold you cross will remember the vibration of divine peace. In meetings, homes, and marketplaces, your footsteps will carry calm where confusion once ruled. Do not underestimate this energy shift. Financial doors open when the spirit of stagnation is washed away. Health improves when emotional residue dissolves. Relationships mend when bitterness no longer stains the path between souls. The cleansing you performed did not only affect your feet, it affected your field, your timeline, your future. If fear tries to return, remember this, evil cannot attach to what is continually renewed. Wash when you must, pray when you feel, speak when prompted, and remain in gratitude. Gratitude itself becomes a shield, a perfume that darkness cannot tolerate. Wherever you walk, light will answer. Wherever you pause, peace will rest. In the days that follow, you will begin to feel how the energy of movement becomes prayer itself. Each step you take turns into a silent affirmation that says, I belong to the light. The vibration beneath your feet will feel stable again, no trembling ground, no wandering path, no invisible weight pressing against your direction. That is the signature of liberation. The unseen locks that once delayed your progress have dissolved, and your destiny is no longer waiting at the gate, it is walking beside you. The more you honor your purified path, the more heaven honors your motion. Every place you arrive, every person you meet, is a divine appointment. The roads that once led to disappointment will now lead to discovery. You will realize that the ritual was never about the water alone, it was about awakening the truth that your steps were holy all along. The cleansing simply reminded your spirit of what it had forgotten, that you were always meant to walk in dominion. Now, guard this awareness. Energy follows focus. When you allow bitterness, jealousy, or fear to touch your thoughts, those vibrations try to reattach themselves to your feet. This is why constant gratitude and forgiveness are essential. They act as invisible salt, keeping your foundation preserved. When offense arises, bless it. When delay appears, thank it for revealing what needed cleansing. This is the rhythm of mastery. There is a deeper mystery hidden here. Your feet are mirrors of your authority. Wherever you tread, you claim. Every movement you make sends a command into the unseen, prepare the way. When your foundation is pure, those commands are obeyed without resistance. You will notice that things begin to work for you instead of against you. Phone calls return, opportunities reopen, peace follows you like a faithful shadow. It is not luck, it is alignment. Before each new venture, a meeting, a journey, a decision, pause and visualize light flowing from the soles of your feet into the ground beneath you. See that light spreading outward, preparing the path ahead. This practice, though silent, changes outcomes. The ancient sages called it anchoring light. In spiritual science, it is known as field imprinting, setting intention into matter so that the environment rises to your vibration. Do this whenever you sense uncertainty. You do not need elaborate words, a whisper is enough, my path is lighted, my steps are blessed. Feel the energy shift. The world responds quickly to those who move with consciousness. The simple awareness of your sacred footing keeps you from stepping into traps disguised as chances. And when night returns, even if you no longer perform the full cleansing, pour a little salt in warm water and wash gently. It need not be the full ritual, just a reminder to your spirit that you walk free. Each act of remembrance renews the seal of protection around your journey. Soon, walking will no longer be ordinary for you. Every stride will carry the confidence of someone who has wrestled darkness and won. You will walk into rooms and shift the air without speaking. That is the quiet authority of a purified foundation, power without display, peace without weakness. Now that your path is purified and your steps are crowned with peace, understand what has truly happened. You have not merely cleansed your feet, you have recalibrated your destiny. Each grain of salt, each drop of lemon, each whisper of prayer has rewritten the language of your movement. The ground beneath you now recognizes your vibration. Where there was delay, there will be acceleration. Where there was resistance, there will be ease. Where doors once refused to open, they will now sense your approach and unlock before you arrive. But this transformation demands awareness. You must live as one who knows their path is sacred. Walk slowly when needed. Listen deeply. The universe now mirrors your internal order. Chaos cannot find you unless you invite it. Every morning, before you step outside, pause and touch your feet lightly. Say, where I walk, heaven walks. This is your daily covenant. It ensures your spirit stays synchronized with divine rhythm. As you continue in this state of cleanliness, you will notice a chain reaction. Opportunities will gather around you, drawn by your renewed frequency. Relationships that once felt heavy will either transform or quietly drift away. Do not mourn the drift, it is the wisdom of light making room for what aligns. Finances will begin to stabilize, creativity will awaken, and your mind will find rest even in storms. These are fruits of spiritual hygiene, proof that the unseen has been reordered. And remember, spiritual cleanliness is not the absence of battle, it is mastery within it. Darkness will still exist, but it will no longer recognize your address. Evil follows resonance, and your resonance has changed. The enemy cannot attach to purity. Wherever light dwells, darkness loses jurisdiction. That is why peace is your greatest weapon. Keep it fiercely. Guard it like treasure. When chaos tries to provoke you, respond with calm, that silence is divine armor. If, in the future, you sense heaviness returning, repeat the ritual. Do not wait for despair, treat it as maintenance for the soul. Even great temples must be swept often. Each time you cleanse, you remind creation that you belong to divine order. And every reminder strengthens the vibration around you, like layers of invisible armor. Before you sleep tonight, anoint your feet once more and whisper these final words. My journey is light. My steps are wisdom. My foundation is peace. No darkness shall follow me. Everywhere I go, blessings await. Then rest without fear. The night no longer holds power over you. Your dreams will be filled with lighted paths and open gates, symbols that your spirit has regained dominion. You will wake lighter, not only in body but in energy, free from the weight of invisible chains. And when dawn comes, rise gently. Step forward knowing that every place the sole of your foot shall tread now carries the imprint of heaven. You have reclaimed your direction, your timing, and your authority. Walk boldly, for the ground itself has been rewritten in your favor.